K Dizzle in the place to be out there 179. Right now we at St. James Place, the iconic spot. Biggie grew up on this block. Christopher Wallace Way. Notorious B.I.G. Rest in peace. This is where we at now. We in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
Rest in power, brother.
Man, see, you feel the energy? I got goosebumps right now. I used to live around the corner. Anyway, check it out.
It's your host fella be you listening and watching the Hip Step Massive Ill Vision Show and Hip Step Radio Down Under. We're here with the legend right now, our brother, Fugees DJ, etc. Many artists we know worldwide. Hittin, Harry, Selector DJ, Hittin, Harry.
Thank you, man. It's an honor. It's a pleasure to, a blessing to be here to speak to you. And thanks for having me.
Yes, brother, yes.
Peace, Australia.
Yes. For the party people in Australia that don't know who you are, let's start with that. Well, let's start with a bit of history, where you're from,
Yes.
and how you became such a wonderful selector.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, firstly and foremost. I was born in Haiti, Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
Right.
Came to Brooklyn at 3 years old with my parents, and grew up in the West Indian culture, also the Jewish culture as well. The Jewish community also was in Brooklyn. It was around Crown Heights area.
Shalom.
Yes. So it was a really dope experience coming from Haiti to Brooklyn, and I lived on Eastern Parkway, so I got a real big dose of, the West Indian community through the West Indian Labor Day Carnival.
Right.
So that's one of my most vivid memories of, being a youngster growing up in Brooklyn at the age of 3, coming from Haiti. And so shortly, a couple years later, my parents split up and then we moved to Canada. So I lived in Montreal for about 4 years after that happened. Shout out to Montreal and Toronto, everybody in Canada. And so I grew up in Canada as a youth.
Right.
And then, lived there for 4 years, and then I moved to New Jersey. And that's where I spent my formative teenage years, and became a DJ, and,
right.
that kind of stuff. So shout out to Newark, New Jersey, Brick City. Definitely a big part of my formative years as a teen. That was around the 80s. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I, discovered hip hop. Really in the 70s, but in the 80s, it was like hip hop was. I was consumed with hip hop because I was I used to pop.
Right.
Before I was a DJ, I used to pop. So I used to, all of that, man. So I used to battle, in high school, and I was like a b-boy, straight up b-boy.
Nice.
And, I was consumed with hip hop. It was just like, whoa, what is this phenomenon? Watching the videos and video music box and even before that, New York hot tracks and all that. You know what I'm saying? We were taking back the hot track. You know what I mean? Carlos de Jesus.
Right.
So music videos pretty much, when you see it visually, you're like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
So I saw the DJ, I saw the graffiti, I saw the rapping and the fashion, the style, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, so I was like, man, I wanted to be that. So I just took it in. I just swallowed it up,
So out of the 5 elements, you chose DJing, and you
to pursue DJing it almost came naturally because I love music. So I just started collecting records.
Right.
I started buying records, going to the record store.
Old Bob James, Take Me to the Mardi Gras.
Everything.
Just
Bob
Begun.
James, Just Begun, Jimmy Castor, down to the Bee Gees, down to Andy Gibb, Andy Gibb, you name it, I bought everything. And, not only hip hop, but actual reggae, soca, because I was influenced by my father.
Right,
My father was like a big influence as as a music lover. My father just played everything. He played salsa, he played R&B, he played of course compa. We're Haitian, so he played Haitian compa.
Right.
And my father was a huge influence in my love for music.
Right.
And I should say both my parents, but more my father, because he was also a DJ in Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
Right.
Nice.
So that right there, is where I got my radio bug from. Because my father was a radio DJ in Port-au-Prince, the capital of Haiti. And so after I graduated from high school, right, in '85, I knew that I wanted to get into radio. I was listening to Mr. Magic.
Rest in power.
Rest in power, Mr. Magic, who I used to work with as well. DJ Red Alert.
Uncle Red.
Frankie Crocker, legend, rest in power.
Rest in power.
You know what I'm saying? And all those DJs, and not only that, but DJs like Tony Humphries, the house DJs, Merlin Bob, you know what I mean? Timmy Regisford, I got to give it up to those guys too, because living in Jersey, I was also influenced by house music.
And that's what made you stronger, being alternative.
Right.
Because it's all connected.
It's all connected.
It's like
It's all connected. When we go, exactly, it's like when you go to a party, people want to hear a little bit of everything.
That's right.
They want to hear the break beats. They want to hear
just a little bit of jazz tonight.
Makes you feel alright. Exactly.
Word.
You heard like when you were in the party, you heard a little bit of everything.
Yes.
You heard a little bit of everything. You heard a little bit of Blondie.
Wow.
And you heard a little bit of the Clash.
Clash.
Rock the Casbah.
Rock the Casbah.
So that's why I like to do.
To the Clash, rock the Haps.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. That was like, after high school, I knew I wanted to be a DJ. Right. Being influenced by all those DJs. So I went to Manhattan and I studied radio and television broadcasting.
Right. So now here we go.
Yeah, I wanted to really take that craft to the next level.
Right.
So I studied radio and television broadcasting at this spot in Manhattan. Got my FCC license.
Wow.
And then I landed a gig on the radio in Jersey called WSOU 89.5 FM. And I was Seton Hall University.
Whoa.
And there was a morning show called Quest Community Vibrations. And I used to do that show in the morning. Now I'm on the air, right? On 89.5 FM. I made connections, actually, Bobito, from Stretch and Bobito, used to listen to my show. Big shout out to Bob. And he started sending me records.
Right.
He was at Def Jam at the time. So Bob is sending me records. I'm getting all the hottest records from Def Jam. I'm playing it on the air. And I'm also bringing in artists from my community on the show. So I became very well known in my community in Jersey as that dude that did that. And I made a lot of great relationships, great connections, and I became well known that way.
Right.
And then it just took off from there, man. And then I'm giving you the short version, but shortly thereafter, I auditioned for the Fugees.
Right. Yes.
And a mutual friend of mine, big shout out to Papa Levi, introduced me to Clef, who I'd met Clef before, but he reintroduced me to Clef. And said, Clef is having an audition, they're looking for a DJ. This was back when they signed to Columbia, Rough House Columbia. They had just got signed. Lauryn Hill had just did Sister Act 2. And, it was the first album. It was called Blended on Reality. And, that's how I met TC Islam. Because I stuck Rest in Power to TC Islam.